Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. It's me going over a build idea that I came up with now that the rust and everything else from Savage Omega is kind of worn off. First things first, we're going to go over some item setups because you'll need some of these to have the build function a lot more reliably in multiplayer. So you'll want to bring mega barrel bombs, large barrel bombs, extra barrels, extra gunpowder, and devil's blights, as well as small barrel bombs. And you can have the material traders, item gatherers set up to get most of those materials for you so that you don't have to keep buying them or going and searching for them yourself, because there is a certain threshold that has to be met in order for the Blackest Night to be activated. And when you're in the training mode here, it's deceptive because a small barrel bomb is enough to set it off, but when you are out on a quest or out in the wild, it will not. So the main idea is when you have openings, or if you're playing multiplayer, you can use your Blackest Night every minute that it is up without having to rely on the monster attacking you. And then you'll also want to set up a radial menu to craft mega barrel bombs and large barrel bombs so that you can activate it several times just from items alone. So the way that I would do it on a hunt is you drop your mega, drop your small, and then immediately activate, counter go. And you can use it regardless of what weapon you have equipped. Right now I have a sword and shield and a heavy bow gun. You can use it with both. So I'll go over the items here real quick, or how the setup works, at least what I have for gear. Depending on your talisman, you can rotate things around. Mine's a little more min-maxy because of the slotting that I have. And whatever mantle you want to use, you can use. I hardly ever equip the dang thing, but Corrupted Mantle gives you extra crit and damage, which is good for these two weapons. Otherwise, you could do Rock Steady if you want to be more aggressive. If you like Evasion Mantle, that one's also really good. But the build, I throw defense boost 7 because I want to be as tanky as possible, because you're dropping your health to 1 every time you activate the counter. So in my sword and shield, I have filling my last Iron Wall and Offensive Guard, because that 15% damage on top of Heroic's 30% damage is quite a lot. Slot the rest as crit boosts. Then in the Gravios, we set it up to be Ignition boosted and Spread plus, and then nothing but attack jewels and special ammo boosts. But you can put whatever weapon you want here, it doesn't matter. Same with the sword and shield, you can put and use whatever weapon, also doesn't matter. And for the gear, it's 4-piece of Bale, and I used the Doshiguma because it has 2 points of heroics on it already. There isn't a piece that gives you 3 points of heroics or 1 point of heroics with good slotting. So this is the one that fits the best. And then you're going to fill everything in with 1 burst and potential. So that's more, what's the potential jewels? The potential jewels are the, why can't I think of which one it is? That's heroics, yeah. So potential jewels to fill up your heroics, and if you have a 2-slot, 1-slot talisman like I do, then you can fill in the rest of the heroics. And then defense charms is the talisman that I have, has flinch free on it, defense 3, guard 2, and then I fill out the rest of the defense boost and the rest of the heroics. But you can put any talisman you want here, really, but ideally if you want to be as tanky as possible once you trigger the counter, I would try to get max defense, just because that extra cushion when you're trying to stay in heroics for the amount of time you have lifesteal, it lets you eat more damage on your shield and take chip damage to keep you in that heroics a lot longer. It's unreal the little amounts of damage that you take once you've got everything activated, and then you have it for about 30 seconds. So, and then I like using the True Omega Sword just because there's more defense on it, so you can get a perfect block, which triggers offensive guard, boosts your defense, and then that's boosted by the 15% from defense boost, and then that's boosted by 100% from the Blackest Knight counter, which gives you lifesteal, and then the offensive guard gives you 15% more damage, and then the heroics gives you 30% more damage. So it's like you get to do a really substantial amount of damage for a little bit that you're willing to stay low health.
Want to
like
tweak
that.
its behavior?
And it's also let's go smash strong.
Will that do it?
I don't think this is gonna do a ton of damage here to me because it's okay, but that's a decent amount. But I'm gonna try to get my health low, because usually what I end up doing with this, if I'm playing more solo, is I'll just fight, and all the damage that I'm taking on chip, I'll keep just letting my health get lower and lower, and instead of sitting and chugging potions, I wait and fight when I'm about in heroic state. And once the monsters line up an attack that I want to counter, that kind of takes the place of my potions. So yeah, because right now I have 447 attack, which is quite a lot. We got our offensive guard. I have 507. And then we go counter. Boom. So that did plenty of damage. And we'll get in here and block again. But while I have this lifesteal, I can sit here and just take hits. But yeah, I just have 1,000 base defense. So, and you can do it about every minute. You can hit the counter about every minute, or you can activate it yourself. So that's the rough idea for the build itself, and then we're gonna go do a quick hunt. Just gonna pick just a quick one in the Wounded Hollow. Probably do that Frenzied one and just bring the support hunters and just kind of show it off. Meal real quick. The best part about this build is you don't have to do Savage Omega to get it. Just the armor. If you want the sword and shield, then you have to do Savage Omega.
Yes.
Automatic on. Support hunters. Or what I got? I got good ones. Perfect. Well, I don't really need that one anymore. It's hollow. Yeah, why not? Or should we go for meat armor spears? Yeah, we'll just do this one. Yeah, the whole idea is to get the most out of the uptime of
Let's have another
Blackest
one with no
Knight.
surprises today.
Because usually right when we get down here, they're going to start a turf war.
Right. There it is.
They usually do. And once they do, yeah. Free damage.
Engaging the target. Turf.
Drop my bomb. Drop my small bomb. There. I'll hit a bolt for 800 damage. even Gypsyro's poison, I can sit there and heal that off very substantially. So we got 38 more seconds on cooldown. That's about the only thing you have to kind of keep in mind of on your own is watching the cooldown. But yeah, look at all these little damage some of these things are doing. Ate the healing potion at the same time I got hit.
Are you alright? Take a second to restock your supplies before heading out.
Tried to get the heal off. I don't want to do it. It's constantly going to lower my damage right now. Slide it out. As soon as he knocks it down, I'm going to activate it though. Bombs to keep the it's especially nice against these smaller monsters where an attack that can trigger it isn't always obvious. So use the Mega Barrel Bombs to activate it on your terms when you're ready. You can use when you're in traps, paralysis, KOs. An option that I really want to try, which I don't have set up actively, is you make a sleep weapon, because the only weapon that can hit higher than 900 damage on a single hit reliably would be Greatsword, and then following that would be Hammer. But now you can have any weapon have the potential to do a wake-up hit of 1700. So it's pretty cool. It's a lot of fun. So let's give it a try. One more time, we'll go over the gear. It's head, chest, arms, boots, Bale with Guardian Doshiguma coil, and then any talisman that has 2 in a 1 slot if you want defense boost. Otherwise, if you want full heroics, you just need a 2 slot. And then you can use the other 3 slots here to put in Divine Blessing or any other comfort skills that you choose. But you can use this with any weapon. You do not have to have a Greatsword equipped. As long as you have Blackest Knight, you can use Blackest Knight. So it's a pretty fun build. Pretty tanky, especially if you're using it the right time to get yourself healed up. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. And we'll see you in the next one.